Jamie Hay here at ICEFC ahead of the fights for tomorrow night with Carl Prince. Carl, obviously it's been a big year for ICE. Tell us a little bit about what's happened this year so far.
Well, this will be our 8th event in 2016, so without a doubt the busiest domestic promotion. Perhaps a little bit too busy at times, but we've had a good little run going over to Denmark, travelling the length and breadth of the north really. So it's been a good productive year. We're probably going to have this event and another event, and then that'll be us for the year. So we're really delighted the way the brand's grown. As we say, we've been all over. We've showcased some real good talent, and yeah, from strength to strength again, and hopefully 2017, maybe not quite do as many shows just because everyone else is doing loads of shows, so we'll maybe leave them to it, but we'll make sure what we do will be quality. So yeah, excited for next year also.
Yeah, it's good to be back at Irlam as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like home, doesn't it? They let us almost do what we want, so it's good. Not that we not that we would really take any limiters or anything like that, but no, in essence this is our venue, so we know it in and out. Anything that can go wrong has already gone wrong, so looking forward to a good night tomorrow.
You can see by the way the card's built up as well, every sort of card's getting bigger and better, and these fighters now coming across, Mike Grundy being one of them. I think that's a really good fighter to have on the card. Tell us a little bit about the prelims and what you're looking forward to on that.
Well, to be fair, there isn't an independent fighter on the card, and I don't know if I've been to a show in the Northwest where that has occurred really. You know, it could all change, don't get me wrong, we've still got 24 hours to go, but it bears testament really. We've built up really good relationships with all the gyms really in the Northwest, so we've got a number of fighters from everywhere. In terms of highlights from the card, on a personal level, I think I've worked with quite a few guys, so to not mention them would be a little bit indiscriminate. So we're obviously the guys from Saul Rogers' gym, from Daywalker's gym, looking forward to them. The guy from Daywalker's, Morgan Woodcock's making his debut, and I know how hard he's trained personally, so I'm looking forward to that. But at the top of the prelims, I'm really looking forward to obviously the welterweight title fight between the MMA Academy's Chris Green, who's teak tough, really tough, and he's fighting a guy from SBG Ireland who's took the fight late due to Paul Bentley having to pull out injured really. But and underneath that, a guy you fought, Adam Walsh, I'm looking forward to his fight. He's really a bit of a wizard on the floor, and he's fighting another up-and-coming kid from Blackburn Predators called Corey Fry, who also has a lot to offer and a good expanding skill set. So coming back after a long time off, Michael Evans from Carbon. He's fighting Dan Grayson. Dan Grayson fought recently on UK Fighting Championships against Conor Hitchens. It was a good even fight. So it's really, we have got 22 fights, so we've got fight after fight after fight after fight after fight. Hopefully we'll get out of here before midnight, mate.
I mean, looking at obviously with the undercard as well, do you think there's going to be quite a lot of sort of title contenders on that card by the looks of it? Well, Adam Walsh is one that you mentioned then.
Without a doubt, yeah, and I believe the winner of Dan Grayson and Michael Evans perhaps would be a contender for James Cox's title, which is going to be up for grabs in October. So yeah, we're actually looking for someone to fight for the lightweight title as well, mate. So maybe someone will come through from that. So we're looking forward to Antonio Sheldon perhaps fighting for it again against someone. So maybe someone will put their hand up for that, yeah.
Now I've got to talk about the main event. I mean, and Andrew Clamp has been one of ICE's favourite sort of fighters over the last couple of years. I think he's got a tough fight with Wilfred Edmund. Tell us a little bit about that fight.
I think it's a very tough fight. I think I'd not putting down Andy's capabilities whatsoever. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but I think this is another big step up for him in Wilfred Edmund, coming from France, but not just coming from France to make up the numbers. He's been on ice before and upset the odds a little bit, and good southpaw, likes to keep it long, likes to pressure on the inside, so it is not a clash of styles necessarily. They have very similar skill sets, so we'll see who obviously can prevail on that. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously Clamp always puts on a show, brings a great crowd, so it's always good to have him on.
And obviously it's the first pro title as well, so what was the sort of thoughts behind that?
Yeah, big beginnings. Well, Clamp's probably had 10 fights on ice now, perhaps, going all the way up. So if anyone's worthy of our first professional title, being 7-1, it would be Andrew Clamp, wouldn't it? So that was the thought process behind that. Wilfred Edmund came over and won in the 93 kilogram division, so it almost made sense that he would be the next contender in line, mate. Yeah.
Mike Grundy, I mean, it's great to have someone like Mike on the show. Tell us a little bit about that fight. What was behind that?
Well, do you know, it came as a surprise really. We were offered Mike. I think Bammer had just had a bit of trouble with piecing the dates together, and I have a good relationship with Calvin, and then they offered me Mike and Ali McLean, obviously we've had on before, but we just couldn't really substantiate the two of them. So it'd be great. It was great to get Mike Grundy on. Obviously Commonwealth Games, everyone knows the history of Mike Grundy, his wrestling background, and how he's really lit up the featherweight division in Bammer. That last win against Marley Swindles especially was like a showcase on what he can do. So we'll see how he gets on tomorrow. A good little match up with a Hungarian who comes, he likes to wrestle as well, so we'll see how they'll meet in the middle. I'm sure it'll be good to see.
Absolutely. And obviously Robbie Fallon versus Harry Hardwick, that's a great fight.
Yeah, do you know what? When I first matched it, I thought it was a good fight. But as I've watched footage of them both, obviously I do actually work with Robbie Fallon, so I've had to watch some more footage of Harry Hardwick. He's a really nice kid actually, and he likes to keep it standing. He switches stances. He's good. He's long. It's a big clash of styles. He's obviously a lot much longer than Robbie Fallon, but everyone knows how dangerous Robbie Fallon is once he gets to the mat. So will the X Factor be? Can he get it there, or will the X Factor be that it'll showcase new hands? It's a really exciting fight between two undefeated bantamweight prospects. Who I expect one of them to really step up and move on from here. Yeah.
And I mean, Harry came over before like he was really sort of confident about this fight.
Yeah, he looked super confident. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So it's always good to see.
But when I offered him the fight, the first thing they said is we want hard fights, and he was aware of Robbie Fallon was straight away. Obviously his jiu-jitsu credentials, and he said I want hard fights, and this is a hard fight. So he knows what he's coming into, but he also expects that he's going to come out here winning. So that's a dangerous combination. Yeah.
That's it. Obviously my teammate Liam Davis is on as well against Vito Silva. Tell us a little bit about that fight.
Yeah. Vito Silva's much better than his record would suggest. He's strong everywhere. He likes to come in and have it on the feet, and he's also more than capable on the ground.
A lot of fights as well.
Yeah, an awful lot of experience versus Liam's one pro fight. So, but everyone knows what Liam's capable of. If Liam comes and does what he does in the gym on the night, I see that being a good night for him, because he is a big talent, especially in his wrestling and stuff like that. So it's another good contest again.
Yeah. And again another friend of yours, Jake Bond.
Yeah.
So Jake Bond, we're going to be fighting Fabio Vita.
Yeah, we've got two half men in there, mate. Yeah, so no, the flyweight division is always exciting, isn't it? Jake Bond, European amateur champion as well, so comes with good credentials. Fabio Vita, who we saw on ice 14 in Liverpool, and really gave Mike Gerard all he wanted. Really, it was a tough, hard fight for him. He kept coming. He would have probably kept going for 10 rounds. I think he was that type of competitor. So Jake Bond knows he's got a tough fight ahead of him in his pro debut, but again, another good fighter.
Yeah. I-17, Irlam, carries head, get down.